Hey, Lamau. Okay, so cutting right to the chase, create a camera and its animation set, then go straight to the graph editor. Before anything, it's important for you to click this button here before ever posing anything in the graph editor. This button enables a feature that will mess with the movement of your animation, and I personally don't like having it enabled. Feel free to experiment with it later on though. So the quickest example I can give you of how the graph editor works is simple. Press up arrow to move your playhead into the very first frame of the clip and pose your camera however you'd like. You'll notice that this arrow looking icon here showed up as soon as you moved your camera. That's a keyframe. In the graph editor, whenever you manipulate an animation set in any way, a keyframe is automatically created in the current frame, storing the poses and changes you've made to your animation set. Now that you have a posed keyframe on the timeline, let the video play for a bit and then pause. You can pose your camera again in any way you'd like, thus creating another keyframe. Hit up arrow to return to the first frame of your clip again, then let the video play and you'll see camera moving. This is how simple the graph editor is. You pose once, and then you pose again on any of the frames that are ahead of the previous keyframe. So this might seem like a pretty cheap trick to you, and I won't lie, that's pretty much exactly what it is. What it is, to be concise, is a technique I've developed and rely on to smooth out the movement between poses. But as you'd expect, this isn't something you can rely on in all occasions. Sometimes this trick won't look good depending on the sort of movement you're trying to get. So skipping ahead of things a little bit, go ahead and spawn a model of your choice. For an example, this time I'm using the Spy. Pose the model in any way you'd like. Then let the video play for a bit, and of course, pose the model again. If you let the video play, you'll notice that the animation is very robotic. But never fear, I came up with a trick that will actually make it slow down gradually in time. This is actually pretty simple. Place your playhead in between the two keyframes, and then click the transform. You're not supposed to pose it in any way, just click it. You're basically just creating a keyframe. After you've done that, place your playhead onto the last keyframe and space it out again, like this. Then you create another keyframe, and you do the same thing again, over and over and over, until eventually, this is how it's gonna look. You can see that it's slowing down gradually, and eventually starts to move so little that it doesn't even look like it's moving anymore. So yeah, this is pretty much it. Hope you'll find it useful.